Hello, Christopher Forster here. So Paul talks about the upward call of God, which is a perhaps more theologically rich and interesting way of referring to growth. It's something that Paul never feels he's ever going to fully attain to. And growth, of course, is something that Jesus experiences. It's something he teaches his disciples about. It's something he teaches his disciples to teach others about. And they obviously pass that on to Paul, who then explains it to us, because growth is actually a key theme for most of the entire New Testament. It's, of course, sadly something that a lot of Christians don't do half as much as they could or possibly should do. And that's sad itself, because growth is the fruit of favour mixed with a bit of hope. Growth is what keeps hope alive at every stage and phase of life. You see, we need hope if we're going to have faith, because faith is the assurance of the things we hope for. And therefore, is there also a sense in which our growth is the evidence of the favour on those things that we hoped for and had assurance about? Hope that will make sense. So growth is something we should live in. But I want to kind of focus on, what does growth as an entertainer mean today? Entertainment itself is far from something trivial, although it's easy to be typified as if it is. Pop culture, we can be derisive of it, but pop culture is what most people spend most of their time choosing to do if they've got freedom. So in that sense, it's very fundamental to the idea of the abundant life that Jesus wants us all to have and wants us to promote for even those who don't know him. So you come back to the concept of entertainment, and it actually comes from a French word, and when you see its source, you start to see something in it. The French word that's used, entretenir, means to hold together. And holding things together is not a trivial thing. It's actually what priesthood is all about. The Levites came from Levi, and the name Levi means to join together. The Levites held the congregation together as a people and joined them to God at the same time. And so real entertainment, in one sense, is a sort of a secular approach to priesthood. And I don't mean secular in a negative sense. I mean it in a very positive way indeed. We are called to be salt and light. Whether people fully end up in a relationship with Jesus or not, we want to serve those things that are best in who they are. And so at its best and most fundamental level, good entertainment is about giving people an emotional and positive experience that joins them together with pathos, with humour and all of those sorts of things, and also connects them to the very best values and qualities in life, ones that we'd hope that they will be shaped by and grow into. So in that sense, entertainment is a very good industry to be in. We can see how it reflects Jesus very quickly and very succinctly. But of course, there's always a challenge. And so it's really important that as part of our growth as entertainers, that we recognise that entertainment becomes before performance. Performance is skills that we need in order to be a good entertainer, but we must never put the cart before the horse. Somehow then we've got things in the spiritually the wrong order, that our entertainment, our ability to draw people together, to connect them and release in them the best values and versions of themselves that they possibly can be. That's what real entertainment is all about. But in the modern world, the entertainment industry is rapidly becoming the content creation industry, because increasingly people consume their performances one-to-one. We don't do it together. And of course, we have to work in that environment. Here I am speaking to you via a video, but I want to do so in a way where something that I believe feels like it connects with something you believe. And I want to be able to speak as if I'm speaking to as many people as possible. And I want you to find those common things, and perhaps even to talk about this experience that we've had together as you watch this on your own at home, and then you say to somebody else, did you see that? What did you think about that? Let's have a conversation about it. Is there something that draws us together? Are we creating a dialogue that is really between two people, not just a duologue at each other, but really between us? And when we do that, then we really are living up to the godly intentions of being an entertainer, something that draws people together, connects them to the best in themselves, releases that stuff that's the best in them. And that's what the fruit of the growth that God wants us to have, that Jesus wants you to have in the career he has called you to look like. But until the next one, I'll say goodbye.